Hello. I need a little seafood. Clams Casino is an elegant and classic bite-sized Italian appetizer. Little neck clams are topped with a savory vegetable and pancetta blend and baked with a Parmesan cheese topping. Each shell holds a tender blend of flavors, so good you'll want to savor each one. I like to add a little veggie topping to my Clams Casino, and of course, a little pancetta. Now, when this dish was first created in a restaurant called Casino in New York City, they just topped the clams with a strip of bacon. Well, I'm gonna make it a little more Italian by adding pancetta and some veggies. But they're perfect because they're bite-sized, you just pop them in your mouth. They're so tasty, they're so gourmet, and they don't take any time at all to make. You can hear that sizzle. Just like that. And that's just gonna take a couple minutes. So basically it's the same idea as bacon. You're just gonna crisp it up, and then it'll add little bits of crispy bites, salty little bites, to the filling. So while that gets nice and crispy and does its thing, I'm gonna prep the rest of my veggies. I'm gonna add a couple cloves of garlic, of course. It adds a lot of flavor to the filling. So a little bit of garlic. Shallots. And what I love about shallots is they're milder in flavor. They're still part of the onion family, but they're a little more delicate. And this is, a little delicate appetizer, so we're gonna use some delicate flavors. And that's what shallots give you. The same oniony flavor, but a little bit milder. So we're just gonna slice our shallots. Okay, just like that. And you put these around a table, and you've always got people that are so excited. And they feel like you're really treating them to a great little bite of food with the clams. All right, let's move these over to our bowl. And we'll let that cool while we make the filling. Add the olive oil. There we go. And of course, all the flavors from the pancetta that just browned are gonna be in the filling. We're gonna cook the shallots and the garlic in all of that. Add a little bit of salt, bring out all the natural moisture that's in there. Don't be afraid of a little smoke. It's good, it means flavor. And they're cooking away. Now, we're gonna add red pepper. And what I love about the red pepper is the color, obviously, but the crunch. Red peppers, they've got that nice crunch to them. We'll add the pepper straight in. See, that adds a little redness, texture, and color. Yummy. And you have to think when you make these little dishes at a party, you want all sorts of different flavors and textures. There's something for everyone, something to nibble on. Saute for just a minute. We'll add a little bit of pepper right over the veg. Add a little bit of white wine. Basically to pick up all the flavors from the pancetta when we brown the pancetta out of the little brown bits. And also it adds a depth of flavor to the filling. Some oregano, just a couple pinches of oregano. It's a little bit peppery, a little bit lemony, and adds actually a warmth of flavor to the filling. Okay. And the vegetables just absorb the flavors of the wine. It's just yummy, and you can smell it. So if you have a little extra white wine in your fridge, just pop a little bit in there. And if not, you could add a little bit of clam juice to give it that same depth of flavor. Alrighty, our filling is ready. It's gonna cool, and when it's completely cooled, I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese, because I don't wanna add the hot stuffing to the cold clams. So I want this completely cooled, add some cheese. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean my clams. I'm just adding some rock salt to my baking sheet that I've actually lined with foil. It creates a nice flat surface for the shells to lay on as they bake. And I had my fish person shuck the clams for me and give me the clams and give me some shells. That way it makes for a really pretty presentation. People can pick them up and just pop them in their mouths. Go. All right, time to clean off the clams. They're pretty sand-free and grit-free usually, but you wanna make double sure. Rinse them off. Now we're gonna fill each shell. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Perfect. I bet my filling is cooled, so I'm gonna top it with the filling and then pop them in the oven. So now it's time to add the Parmesan cheese. You'll see the Parmesan cheese will absorb all the liquid. The wine, any liquid from the vegetables, makes it nice and creamy. Spoon a little bit on top of each clam. And it adds a beautiful, beautiful color on top of the clams, and it's gonna add some great flavor too. We're gonna top with a little bit more Parmesan cheese. We need to drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. It adds a little bit more moisture to create that nice golden crust on top. Okay, we're ready to put it in the oven. 500 degrees for about 12 minutes.